Cricketer Ravinder Jadeja is in the eye of a controversy, and it all happened over an innocuous tweet. It all started with Jadeja sharing a speech made by his wife and recently elected BJP MLA Rivaba Jadeja. In it, Rivaba had lauded the work of the RSS as a voluntary organization. Adding to that speech, the cricketer then said that the RSS is an organization that promotes the ideals of upholding Indian culture and values of our society. But that was enough. Before we get into the controversy that happened, let's listen in to Rivaba's praise for the Sangh that landed Ravinder Jadeja in the eye of a storm.
ભારતીય જનતા પાર્ટીનું ઉદ્ગમ સ્થાન એટલે કે રાષ્ટ્રીય સ્વયંસેવક સંઘ, વિશ્વની સૌથી મોટી સ્વયં સંચાલિત સંસ્થા એટલે કે રાષ્ટ્રીય સ્વયંસેવક સંઘ, રાષ્ટ્રીયતા, રાષ્ટ્રપ્રેમ, રાષ્ટ્રધર્મ, સંગઠન, એકતા, ત્યાગ, બલિદાન.
Well, like I said, that one thing was enough. Jadeja had been cancelled. Some asked if he was now looking for favours from the BCCI led by Jai Shah. Others branded him the latest spokesperson for the Hindutva agenda. Yet others said that celebrities are now kowtowing to the BJP and RSS because they are scared of the ED and the CBI. It was also asked why a cricketer who wore national colours is now espousing a political ideology. So has Jadeja overstepped his bounds, or is he the latest victim of a cancel culture that immediately brands, segregates and casts out anyone who is not in the right block of thought?
You're watching the News Hour at 10, debate number 2 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
Alright, joining us now, Professor Rakesh Sinha, Member of Parliament in the Rajya Sabha, Lokesh the Leader of the Congress, and Sanjay Hegde, Senior Lawyer, to whom I will want to ask the first question. Here is a cricketer who in his private capacity is expressing an opinion, one, supporting his wife, second, saying that he thinks the RSS is an organization that works for the people. Why cancel him? Sanjay Hegde.
Well, those who choose to cancel him can cancel him. Those who choose to support him can support him. But I do have a problem with a serving sportsman speaking for any political party, this one or that one. Because at the end of the day, you play for the nation. You represent the nation. While there is, sport is political. When India plays Pakistan, or when Jesse Owens ran the Olympics against the theory of white supremacy, there are political nuances which are attached to any sport. But there can't be partisan politics attached to individual sportsmen. When you are playing for a country, listen, they, in the US recently, during the Trump presidency, you had Colin Kaepernick who took the knee, and then a lot of black players took the knee while the American national anthem was being played. There was quite a bit of criticism about that. If one sportsman starts bringing his political opinions while he is playing, then what is to prevent another sportsman to say, somebody who says that the CAA was entirely wrong or demonetization was entirely wrong?
During the FIFA World Cup, you'll remember, just a second, as a counter, since you brought up the analogy of taking the knee, during the FIFA World Cup, the Moroccan team came on field after their win with the Palestinian flag and everyone hailed them. They said, what a great statement to make. And that was overtly political. Here, by the way, it is about the RSS, which technically is not a political outfit.
That was the entire team. Now, if the entire Indian cricket team were to say, we are all for the RSS, well, so be it. Then, if the entire cricket team takes that, then they will be playing for the RSS, they will not be playing for India, right?
But the RSS is not a political party, one, and the Indian team, they are not government servants. So an army man cannot express such an opinion, but these are sportsmen or women.
Are they playing for India or are they not? If they are if the RSS wants to join in the IPL and there is an IPL team called the RSS, by all means. But if they are playing for India, then please realize that tomorrow you may have players who will say something entirely contrary to what the RSS wants. If you want the Indian team to be riven by political statements, then this is a very slippery slope.
Professor Rakesh Sinha, slippery slope because you're playing for the flag. shouldn't have opinions about RSS, BJP, Congress, Samajwadi Party?
Just 1 minute.
Just one counter from Professor Sinha.
That's why he's making some statements, something which does not match with what the conviction of the larger number of people in this country. RSS is an organization which is not a political. A political organization is not involved through Seva Bharati 1,70,000 projects in the areas where marginalized people live. RSS is an organization whose Banvasi Kalyan Ashram has been working for decades in the tribal area where the state could not reach that time. It has 75,000 Ekal Vidyalaya where the state schools could not reach. So there are umpteen examples of the RSS activities. It reaches to all dimensions of life. There is a Kira Bharti which tried to project and encourage the people in the rural area, tribal area, the sportsmen. Therefore, the progressive unfoldment of the RSS ideology programs reached to the people who were not aware of the RSS. This is the example that as a sportsman is endorsing his wife's statement, just not merely endorsement. It is a realization of that there is one organization where thousands of the people are working without any selfish reason, without any selfish agenda.
So Mr. Hegde, essentially you have plenty of sports people who are supporting charities or supporting NGOs. Professor Sinha's argument is it is literally like an NGO. Like any other organization working for people.
So now supposing a player like Stuart Binney or some other Christian player were to say that, look, the church is engaged in so many activities, including providing food to so many people, providing education, providing medical aid, etc. Would that be right? Or supposing a Muslim player were to say that the Tablighi Jamaat has been not preaching to others but only to Muslims, would that be right?
Professor
You can't go this way.
Professor Sinha.
No, I'm answering. Mr. Hegde, you could not understand the difference between a church and the RSS. You could not differentiate. No, let me answer your query, the question raised by you. You could not understand the difference between the RSS and the church. RSS is above the religious identity. It has been working for the nation. That's why in 1963 when Jawaharlal Nehru requested RSS to join the Republic Day Parade, it was not because it was a religious organization. Religion is one dimension where it has been working, but other dimension is societal values. It has been working for the civilizational core. The diversities of India is the essence of Indian civilization, and it is the RSS which has been protecting, projecting and encouraging the micro culture at the grassroots level. You go to the northeast, see the work of the RSS.
So if you were to take an analogy further, Lokesh Jindal, it would be like, say, somebody else and Harbhajan Singh saying, I support Khalsa Aid. They basically are a Sikh organization, but they're a charitable organization. They work for people.
Padmaja, there's a saying, Dhobi ke ghar mein ghus gaye chor, wo na lute koi aur. Now when political ideologies infect sportsmen in a team game like that of cricket, it destroys the entire spirit of the game. Now later he will say that, okay, we want the dress.
But what makes you think that Jadeja will stop playing with people of other religion because he has said that I think RSS is a good organization?
The entire world knows what form of ideology RSS propagates and what form of a communal agenda it adheres to. Internationally, if Ravindra Jadeja is branded as a sportsman with this form of ideology, any stand he takes up, that would be viewed in a political spectrum.
Okay,
you
cannot deny the political colors. For example, if tomorrow suddenly you had, I don't know, KL Rahul in the Bharat Jodo Yatra, would that be okay with it? Would you be okay with it, Professor Rakesh Sinha?
Bharat Jodo Yatra is not something which is against a particular community. When you talk about RSS, it is anti.
No, I'm telling you.
Sir, you only say Bharat Jodo Yatra is a love parade, so RSS is an NGO. Both are the same. Would you be okay with KL Rahul in Bharat Jodo Yatra? Professor Sinha.
the very nuance of the RSS is not politics. I spoke about its nuances like the constructive work, its work among the tribal, its work among the poor, and it is not indulging in the politics. But you cannot snatch the right of any individual his own opinion. If someone has opinion that RSS is doing a good job, and RSS has been established not a decade ago. Since 1925, RSS has been working in this nation. It has become a reflection of the Indian way of life. Therefore, anyone, whether it is artist, whether it is a sportsman or anyone else.
Let me give you a parallel actually. In Kolkata recently, Mr. Hegde, just a second. In Kolkata recently, people were thrilled when Shah Rukh Khan and Amitabh Bachchan took the stage and spoke about extra constitutional censorship. Then everyone said not just these two stars, everyone in the film industry should take a stand against the fascist government, etc. So if film stars are allowed to have an opinion, why shouldn't Jadeja? Technically, they are both professionals. That's it.
No.
Even cinema is Indian cinema.
For India, do they?
But they do. They represent India.
Team for India. That's point one. Now let me tell you another danger. Tomorrow, if Mr. Jadeja were to become captain of India, would he be the RSS captain of India?
No. Why would it?
We could pay just 1 minute. Will people not say that in a cricket board dominated by Jay Shah and Anurag Thakur, by pandering to the RSS, he's become captain of India? This is the division that is also a possibility. Please keep politics. Be political by all means, but after you retire.
Sir, are you saying that just because Ratan Tata has gone and, hobnobbed with the RSS, that all Tata Motors has become RSS Motors? Or that the Taj hotels have become RSS hotels?
The team is not private.
No, I am saying that
BCCI is a private organization.
No, those are private organizations.
And by the way, when a film of Shah Rukh Khan or a film of Amitabh Bachchan goes for international competitions, they represent India. They go in the Indian section. They represent the country, sir. So Shah Rukh Khan is as much an ambassador of our country as Ravindra Jadeja is.
No, I'm sorry. Padmaja, you're stretching it a bit too far. They do not act for India. They are not part of the Indian acting team. Tomorrow, if the government sends a Shah Rukh Khan film, which I'm 100% sure it will never send. This government is now unlikely to send a Shah Rukh Khan film or a Amitabh Bachchan film for any kind of competitive thing. But be that as it may, the question is, when you are part of the national team, if you start bringing your politics in and somebody else starts bringing another set of politics in, then that is the end of the team as a unit for the nation. Okay, final word. Will it become the RSS team if Ravinder Jadeja becomes captain? Professor Sinha.
This is the same mentality which once asked me not to become the Delhi University teacher because I am an RSS man. I have been topper of Delhi University, but because of being the RSS man, I was hampered in a lot of interview. This is the same mentality which Jawaharlal Nehru wrote a letter to the Punjab Chief Minister that how a RSS man can become the vice chancellor of the university, and he was removed. That this mentality based on exclusion, this mentality based on perception, this mentality based on propaganda cannot work for a long. It is the realization of the people that RSS has been working for the nation, for the people, without any selfish agenda. Therefore, Jadeja has his right. This means you want to curb the fundamental right of a sportsman, of an artist, of a writer. That if a writer is associated with the RSS, he cannot be a wadi. He cannot head anybody, any organization, any institution. This is the wrong perception. This is based on the theory of exclusion. You must get out from such perception and narratives. And ultimately it will be people who will judge whether it be Shah Rukh Khan, whether it be Ravinder Jadeja, whether it be Amitabh Bachchan, purely on the basis of what their cinema, their sport and their cricket bat does. Thanks very much, gentlemen, for joining me. Thanks for watching.
The News Hour at 10. We'll be right back after the break.